When I was about 10 years old, my father left, and he left us kids in the family, and he decided to choose a life of running the streets and drugs and alcohol, and it left a huge void in my heart, and I grew up without a father and a male role model in my life.
I got married, and my husband was an alcoholic. I began to get into drinking with him, and for too many years I was very much an alcoholic. My morning coffee was laced with hard liquor, and then at 90 pounds, I would easily drink a 12-pack every night, be hungover in the mornings, and just continue to function. That was a downward spiral that just kept going down and down. It was really a place to try to just dull my pain, to get rid of the hurt that was in me, until I reached that point where it was really going downhill, and something had to change.
My wife and I had a little baby girl named Rosalind, and as soon as she was born, we knew that something was wrong, and when they finally diagnosed her with Zellweger syndrome, we knew that it wasn't good. We took her home on hospice from the hospital, and about 9 months later, she took her last breaths in our arms, and we were completely devastated. At that moment, we realized that how could there be a God? How could there be a God that would do this to us and take this precious little girl from us? We just couldn't understand, and since then it's been a downward spiral.
I became suicidal, and one night while I was drunk, I decided I would just end the misery. And so I had a gun in my hand and intended to commit suicide, and passed out in a drunken stupor.
1 year ago, on Easter morning, my father was driving to Easter morning's sunrise service in Flagstaff, Arizona, and the car he was riding in flipped several times. He was ejected from the passenger seat and was crushed. He was killed. He had recently given his life to Christ and was turning his life around in a positive way, and we had just started to regain a relationship. This just kind of compounded my belief that there wasn't really a God.